down to just one.
Diane Call from Lisburn in County Antrim. Maurice Birnie from Dunfermline in Fife. Brian Thomas from Wembley in Middlesex. Philip Buck from Pimlico in London. Roland Dunford from Wakefield in West Yorkshire. Marilyn Swainson from Southbourne in Dorset. Lawrence Rollison from Rowley Regis in the West Midlands. Barbara Grossman from Chigwell in Essex. Ian Beattie from Leeds. Martin Gallagher from Loughborough. Janet Angelini from Ealing in London. Ian Rothall from Ruddington in Nottingham. Steve Rarity from Richmond in North Yorkshire. Pete Nicholson from Yate near Bristol. And David Evans from Ruislip in Middlesex are all here to play 15-to-one, introduced by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello. Our previous winner is Steve Rarity from Richmond in North Yorkshire at number 13. Welcome back, Steve. 30 questions, 15 contestants. Let's make a start. 2 questions each in the first round, ladies and gentlemen. 1 correct answer required for you to survive, and we start with Diane Call from Lisburn in County Antrim. Are you ready, Diane?
Uh-huh.
What term is used in English law to refer to a provable assertion that the accused was at some other place when a crime was committed?
Alibi.
Maurice, please. In the cartoon, who are the arch enemies of Asterix the Gaul?
The Romans.
Brian, please. Geography. What is a swallow hole or swallet?
Don't know.
It's the point in the surface of the ground where a stream disappears underground. Philip, please. Now at Llantrisant in Wales, where in London was the Royal Mint situated from the 13th to the beginning of the 19th century?
City of London.
The Tower of London. Roland, please. After a humiliating defeat by the Roman army at the Battle of Zama in 202 BC, which Carthaginian general accepted peace terms with Rome?
Hannibal.
And Marilyn. In which century were Queen Anne, George I, the Second and Third on the British throne?
The 18th century.
They were. Music. Which annual season of concerts was established by Sir Henry Wood in 1895, Lawrence?
The Proms.
The Promenade Concerts. Barbara. Medical science. For which human physical reaction is horripilation the correct technical term? It's goose pimples or goose flesh. Ian. O'Hare International Airport serves which North American city?
Chicago.
Martin. When was the last occasion on which a British monarch succeeded his brother?
George the Sixth.
Yes, 1936, from Edward VIII. Janet, economics. What do the letters GNP stand for?
Gross national product.
And Ian, what do the letters GDP stand for? Gross domestic product. Steve, what do somnambulists do?
Walk in a slope.
Pete, in which 20th century novel is Newspeak the official language of Oceania?
1984.
David, which human organ is enclosed within the pericardium?
The brain.
The heart. Your second question, Diane. Television. Jimmy Mulville, Sue Cook and Annika Rice. On which BBC television programme do they all appear?
The holiday programme.
Maurice. Language. What is mentition? M-E-N-T-I-T-I-O-N. Mentition.
No idea.
It's lying or telling lies. Brian, how many geographical counties are there in Northern Ireland?
6.
Philip, please. 2 countries will hold the European Community's rotating presidency during 1992. The name of either of the 2 countries?
Portugal.
And the United Kingdom. Roland, which island in Upper New York Bay was the main reception centre for immigrants from 1892 to 1943?
Ellis Island.
Yes, and Marilyn, this is television. Which Thames television comedy starring Rowan Atkinson won an International Emmy Award in November of last year?
Blackadder?
The Curse of Mr. Bean.
Oh.
In which city is the University of Warwick based, Lawrence?
Coventry.
Just, OK. Barbara, Port Jackson is the port of which Australian state capital city?
Canberra.
Sydney. Ian, Finance. What term is used to refer to the weekly statement issued by the Bank of England showing its financial position? What is that called?
Don't know.
It's called the bank return. Martin, meteorology. Which variable is measured in units called octas? O-K-T-A-S.
No.
Cloud cover. Janet, Greek mythology. The name, please, of Apollo's twin sister.
Diana.
Well, that's her Roman name. Artemis is the Greek name, but I'll take it. Ian, J.D. Salinger, author of The Catcher in the Rye. What do the initials J.D. stand for?
James Dennis.
Jerome David. Steve, at the opening ceremony of the Summer Olympic Games, which country always enters the stadium first?
Greece.
Pete, what during the 17th century were variously described as the bare bones, the rump and the long?
Parliaments.
And David, pop music. Which popular group of the 1960s consisted of the four Australians, Athol Guy, Keith Potger, Bruce Woodley and Judith Durham?
The Seekers.
2 down, 13 to go. Laura, please.
And they are Barbara Grossman and Ian Rothall. And of the remaining 13 contestants, 6 still have their 3 lives intact.